Yo. Oh boy, the stream taking up mad CPU right now. Hopefully this works out. Might be my stream settings. I wonder if I could change any of them. Well, we gonna see. All right, y'all. What's going on? Let me know if y'all hear like some weird static. Feel free to let me know. What's up? What's up, Si? Let's go ahead and get started. What's up with it? What's up? We on another late night. Welcome. Tuning in. Alrighty then. So we're just gonna mix another hip hop song. This is by my guy Koi. Go ahead and get started. As usual with Studio One, that good old driggy, draggy, and droppy. Super easy. All right, what I don't know is the tempo of this beat here. All right. So this will be a good time to kind of show off this software. So everybody knows mixed in key, right? You know, you got the mixed in key joint. You throw mixed in key on there. Boom. You play it. It'll bring up the joints or whatever, which is cool. But now they've come up with something that's like actually installed on the computer, and you can use it in a couple ways. You can drag and drop a file. It'll do what it got to do, or it can listen to whatever you got playing, which is pretty fire. And you don't have to actually have a DAW up for it. But I like to use it in this fashion. I just drag the file here. All right, I know my key. We're going to set the Studio One to C major. Make sure, oh yeah, also just make sure that these are not on follow. Just hit don't follow for the tempo. Because when I change my tempo, I want it to remain the same. I don't want it to be stretched. Boom, just changed it. All right, I like to have my marker track ready to go. Let's go ahead and close that. And cool thing, if you close it, it don't actually close the program. It just goes into the background. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and zoom in and make sure we get that extra bit of space. Yeah, see that? Go ahead and get that extra bit of space out of there. Oops. All right, my fault. Go ahead and again zoom in to these. Just get rid of that space at the beginning of this here. I just gotta highlight all these here, and then press the number 2 on the keyboard. Zoom in a little bit closer. Right there. You can even set your mouse to snap to 0 crossings so that when you make your cuts, it doesn't create clicks or pops. You feel me? That's what that snap to 0 crossings is for. When you make your cuts, it actually, you see how it snaps. Not actually. Oh wait, my fault. It'll snap to the 0 crossing rather than the tempo itself. Boom. Let's go ahead and get rid of all these. Boom. Oops, hit the wrong key. My fault. My fault there. You're acting very strange there, sir. Not selecting what I needed to select, which is kind of interesting. Maybe it's because it's too small. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. All right, maybe I just did it wrong. Huh. I don't know. I don't know why that's being weird like that. Might be a little bit of a buggy bug. Nevertheless, we can do it like this though. And just drag it over to the very beginning. Now it should be perfectly on the tempo. Perfectly on the tempo. That's one thing I did wish. Hey, the family's good. That's one thing I did wish. I wish they created a more elaborate tempo detector, like the beat detector in Studio One. I mean, in Pro Tools and in Logic. I think that would have benefited people like me. All right. So I like to use macros for these. I want everything to be set to negative 12. This is your macro button, normalize to negative 12. So what it's going to do first is going to set everything to 0 at whatever the highest peak in the file is. Everything's going to be normalized to 0, and then it's going to reduce the audio down to where it peaks at negative 12. The way you can see that is this way. So you go to your inspector view, you highlight the tracks or the track you want. You bring up this here. This, believe it or not, there's more down here than meets the eye. So what you're gonna do is you can set the file's tempo, speed it up or slow it down. See how I think that? Oh, I sped everything up. Whoopsie. All right, my fault. You can transpose it, tune it. That's based off cents, and this is off of octaves, I believe. But this is how the macro works. It's gonna turn on normalize. That's gonna normalize everything to 0. What you can actually do, you can make it 12. I'm sorry, negative 12. And then, boom, you can normalize everything like that. It'll normalize it to negative 12. And that's what that macro is doing. It's going in and just doing it automatically for you. So what this is, it's just negative 12 on the clip gain in general. But so that's the two things you gotta do: normalize it to, and then negative 12. But the macro is gonna do that for you. All right. Let's go ahead and close that up. Let's hear what this thing sounds like. Let me know if the audio is clear for y'all. Let me make sure Facebook chat ain't tripping out. All right. Hey, what up, family? What up, Scott? All right, so we got this thing going on. It looks like the stream is okay. The stream's doing all right. Cool. So I typically also like to gain stage the beat. What I do in Studio One, you can do it a couple ways. You can just drag. You can also do the gain thing here again, or you can just drag it down here again. See how that correlates with that? That's the clip gain or event gain. I like to typically leave it where it's at, and then do input controls. You hit the little wrench in the mixer window, input controls, and you can actually gain stage that way. -6, and then boom. Even though this doesn't move, the audio will peak at -6. Check it out. So nice to do when I just roll, light it up. Boom. So now you got, you start. This is how I start my gain staging. Everything gets normalized, and then, well, at least the vocals get normalized to 0, and then gains, and then clip gain down to -12. Why do I do that? Plugins, analog emulating plugins. That's why. All right, let's go ahead and continue on with this. Turn my headphones up a bit. All right, let's listen to what the vocals got going on.
Oh, coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey, running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the.
So you can tell he recorded these in 2 different times on 2 different things. Or it was like the way he was recording was different than the next take, or the verse or whatever. There's a couple ways we can address that. We'll see if we can make it work. Save and import all that stuff. All right.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming.
All right. So Alt or Option click on one of these will solo or mute just the one thing you got selected. All right, let's go ahead and clean these vocals up, man. I'm hearing clicks and pops. I'm hearing things that shouldn't be there. So let's go ahead and see what that's about.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound.
All right, again, Isotope RX is good for this. When you want to get rid of pops and clicks that's going on during the recording. Also, a more affordable thing, Acon Digital, they got a more affordable suite. They do pretty good. Also, when RX doesn't work, I use Acon Digital. It sounds like crackling, so let's see if I can just correct the crackling. Let's see if it works out. Yeah, I know, shawty.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background.
It's doing a little bit to help. Let's see if D-click will do a better job.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout.
See that?
And I hear him in.
It's catching all that stuff. So let me go ahead and get rid of decrackle. So I guess the crackling is not that serious. I'm gonna put it on 4, and I'm gonna copy these settings to all of these clips because I think it might be an issue across the board. And just copy, drag, Alt, Option, or Option drop. And I'm gonna go ahead and open up the inspector view, render. Actually, correction. Let me stop that. You highlight the tracks and then you hit render. Boom. So this is gonna run through that, clean up all those pops and clicks. This is Studio One's form of like the audio suite thing. That's another feature I kind of would like is like selection-based processing. Yes, sir. I think I should be able to highlight that and then just apply the processing to one thing instead of adding it to the clip. But at the same time, adding things to each clip or event actually kind of works. Like, let's say I want to delay only on this part, but I don't want to like waste do like a bunch of automation, or I don't want to what am I trying to say? I don't want to do another send or a bus. I just want to delay that piece. The way you do that in Studio One is you highlight that, separate it by double clicking or with your selection tool, and then just drag like an effect, Alt and drag the effect to that part, and it'll just only happen on that piece, which is fire. All right, let's go ahead and move on. There's still something in here that, oh, I guess it didn't render all of them. Wow. So I guess the way you do that is you highlight that. I have a key command, and all you have to do is go to your keyboard shortcuts and map it to one of your key commands that says render event effects. And boom, you just hit your button and it renders all the event effects you got on the clips you got selected. Letting it run through that. Right there. I don't know, tonight it seemed like my stream is like really killing my CPU. It's going crazy. Well, part of this is the this rendering process, but interesting. With everybody, while that's doing that, cooking that down, what y'all up to, man? What y'all got going on tonight? Y'all having a good evening? If you're on Facebook, leave me a little comment. Let me see you live in there. Because last time it didn't bring in the chat. Hey, yo, what's good? See, yeah, I can't see the chat in the dang whatchamacallit, bruh? Which is weird. I guess I'll just have to leave Facebook up on the browser. Even though it says Facebook. I don't understand very much so why it's doing that there. Alright then. Let me just go. Can I bring up the chat window? I don't know, man. Oh yeah, about to start work. That's dope. Gonna get it in. You know what it is. You know what it is. What up, Valid on Facebook? What up, yo? Alright, let me get back to it. Looks like it's done. So hopefully it kind of corrected some of those weird crackles.
Hey, running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some.
Alright, so my boy Coy, his voice sounds particularly good with the Matthew Lane stuff, which is kind of interesting. Because I should be using the Matthew Lane stuff on more artists than just him. So let's see what we could do on the verse. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the verse first. All right, let's go ahead and I'm gonna do M auto volume. Go ahead and get some vocal writer action going. I use M auto volume because I don't know. I'm a rebel against waves these days, man, for real. I don't think I need the gate. Let me just disable all that. Turn the sensitivity down. Don't need to be crazy. Let's get to it.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big...
Alright, so that's getting that level up there. Let's see. Give me 1 second to... I want to pull out the chat so I can like see multiple chats. I want to be able to see... It's weird how I can't like pull this chat out on stream on this thing. Anybody know how? I don't know how, bro. This is I'm using Streamlabs OBS. Cause the regular OBS was tripping out, man. I don't know. Either way. Or I could just look at it on my phone. I think I got the app. So this is Run With You by Coy. Run With You by Coy. All right, so I think I'm gonna do that with all the vocals. I'm gonna just go ahead and copy this. Control C, highlight all my other vocals. Control V. Now I got all of them getting leveled with that. now I can start, now that I got my level right, I think I'm gonna do some corrective EQing right now. I'm gonna go ahead with the Kirchoff. Hey, yo, plug it. Hey, by the way, I hope Dirk is watching. I peep what you doing, my guy. I think they just acquired the Kirchoff, the company that makes this EQ. And I've been raving about this EQ, bro. It's a fab filter destroyer, in my humble opinion. And Plugin Alliance I think they copped that. They copped that. So now it's part of the everything bundle. And I think that's what's gonna get me to resubscribe because this EQ is so god. It's amazing. All right. It's amazing. You feel me? Let's see. Make sure I can see both chats. Man, this is so inconvenient. The regular OBS, you could pull out the chat somehow. I guess I just don't know how to do it. It's a shame. It's quite a shame there. All right. Anyway, I'll figure that out another day. Here we go. Let's get back to work. Yeah, you can see that. You can see he's got, a lot of like low end build up from the microphone, just picking up whatever.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout, and I hear him in the.
Just gotta clean that up.
So we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after.
He normally has a little bit of his voice is very present between 4 and 5K, but I hate getting rid of it, so I'm just gonna dynamically control it instead.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout, and I hear him in the distance. I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background. They know we running, so we just run, cause that's what we like to do. We get some, and they ain't so nice to you when I just roll like
it sounds good now. It sounds good now, but what's gonna happen in the long run is when we start brightening him up, it's gonna build up and it's not gonna sound as nice as we would like it to. So again, Control C on the track, select the other ones I want, Control V. All these other ones now have the same plugins plus whatever settings.
So we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout, and I hear him in the distance. I can hear him coming.
All right, let's go ahead and de-ess. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Studio One de-esser. I'm happy with this de-esser, by the way. I really am. It's pretty dope.
So we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout, and I hear him in the distance. I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background. They know we running, so we just run, cause that's what we like to do.
All right, again, I don't know why I should just work on. So the reason why I'm doing this, normally you don't want to copy the same settings to every track, but this is just my baseline to start, you know what I'm saying? So
we can make it out.
And now I want to use the I like the Matthew Lane on him, the Tycho. And you know what? I have another great compressor from another great small company, and that's the what is it? True Dynamics from Kazrog. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a shootout to see which one I like. The True Dynamics from Kazrog have different flavors of like analog gear, so that's gonna be dope to kind of give him some grit, a little bit of grit. He likes to be a little bit more gritty with it, so that's what I'm gonna try and do here. Oh, here, okay. Oh, I was able to pop out the chat. Oh yeah. All right, cool. I can at least pop out the chat for Facebook. I just can't do it within Streamlabs, which is annoying. All right. Let me know, is my audio still playing good? Any crackles, any weird stuff when I play the DAW? You let me know. Feel free to let me know.
So we can make make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up.
I don't know if I like it, but it also could be I didn't correct a lot of the issues. Let's see.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run.
Yeah, it's just a lot of low end buildup on this vocal. I don't necessarily want to get rid of it though.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving south.
Let's control it a little bit.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running.
There we go. Now we just got a little bit more control. A little bit more control.
Out of town so we can.
But let's see if I like the Tycho better.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Pass out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can.
I'm gonna go with the oxygen on this one in particular.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving.
Oh, you know what though? Everybody's been kind of raving about vocal chains and plug-in chains and things that kind of do everything in one plug-in. Let's go with over loud, and we're gonna use the Gem voice. Let's try that out. See what we got. I still think though this needs to stay and that needs to stay. So let's go ahead and fuck with that.
Out of town so we can make it out. We
get a preamp color.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout.
That actually don't sound too bad. Oh, that's because that's like the raw. Let's see what the S4000.
Out of town so we.
I guess that's SSL.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out.
I like that 80. All right, let's go see. Let's see if we want some tape saturation on this vocal.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming.
Gotta turn the module on.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I want anyway.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run.
I don't know if I want any of this right now. Let's go with the enhancer.
Out of town so we can make it.
This is going to enhance everything at 3K.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do.
I like the sparkling transients. It's not too crazy, but it does bring out the vocal a little bit more without being too crazy, like the male vocal one. Let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and do The British. Yeah, let's go with the British joint.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash.
All right, all right. I think I'm liking it. I think I'm liking it. We'll see how it fits in the beat. Let's see how it fits in the beat for now.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running.
Yeah, it's starting to sound good. Now we just got to start getting them some level. All right, this plugin has a deboxer. Let's see. I think we did say around 400. I'm going to add a little bit more around 300.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after
Gotta turn it on for that to work.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some.
Let's go ahead and get his de-essing going. Control some of that de-esser. Okay. What's cool about this gem thing, man, you get a lot of stuff within this one plugin. I'm telling you. Only thing is like the GUI is a little bit it's big. It's big as hell.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause
yep, there we go. We're just smoothing that out a little bit.
out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout.
I wonder.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming.
I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and add a compressor. Let's go with another. Let's go with the opto solid state. Let's see what we got going on.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey,
I think using the FET is gonna be dope because we already got the auto volume leveling everything as if we were using a LA2A leveling amplifier, but I think this will actually also be good.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep
cool. We can also do if we want on the track delay and reverb, which is cool. Let's see.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was...
The only thing that I'm not agreeing with is like why does this not have a mix knob? You know what I'm saying? Like why is there not a mix knob on the reverb module.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we
okay, I guess this will be considered the okay.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab, it starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup. Like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all. Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke.
Alright, boom. So this limiter on here, it's more like a maximizer. All we're doing is pulling down the threshold and it's gonna raise the overall loudness of the vocal. Man, this plugin is pretty big. I can't see a thing. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna put, oh Lord. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run.
That's not bad. I might have to DS a little bit more though.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up.
I like what it did. I like what that did. That's actually not too bad. Not too bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this chain over. But what I'm gonna do differently is this. I'm gonna pick a preset. Backing vocals. Let's pick the first backing vocal preset. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Alright. Let's see what that do. Oh, this might not be a backing vocal. Might actually be this one. Copy these settings. Click on this track. Open that up there. Boom. Let's go.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just take out.
I guess on this one, all I gotta do is lower the amount, the volume.
Out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup. Like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Yeah, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. And I see the rest rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found a perfect spot, we just wait till after dark when my foot gets caught and we all start to bark. Then I dash out, cause that's the way that they made us knock his ass out. So I could unlock the cages, they can't catch us all and I'm still a little faded. And it's too soon to call, but I feel like we made it. Just running wild, just to see where it takes you, so come child. Cause this is where it makes you, it's make or break. Like a last second shot is.
That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. All of that in one plugin. All of that in one plugin. Interesting. Yeah, man. Yeah, it came out pretty good. Pretty good. So, you know, the plugins with multiple things. I wonder if I got more plugins like that. Let's check it out. I got hella channel strips. Okay, we just did that. The SSL, we know about them. Mixbox. Mixbox. IK Multimedia. People be sleeping on them, but they don't be knowing. Let's see. Channel strip. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see what else they got. 81. Okay, that's Neve. I'm not 100% sure what this is. API. Okay, let's go with API.
We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running. So we just run, cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup. Like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Yeah, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. And I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found a perfect spot, we just wait till after dark when my foot gets caught and we all start to bark. Then I dash out, cause that's the way that they made us knock his ass out. So I could unlock the cages, they can't catch us all and I'm still a little faded. And it's too soon to call, but I feel like we made it. Just running wild, just to see where it takes you, so come child. Cause this is where it makes you, it's make or break. Like a last second shot, it's just fade away. With no time on the clock, but we played a good game. Now we all running free, and it just don't feel the same without the rain in front of me. Just wash it down the drain when the pain is done with me. And the pain ain't the same when you change the company. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law.
Interesting.
And I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast.
I'm not sure what this means.
And I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke.
Wait, do I not understand this limiter?
And I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash.
And again, it's another one you can add. Oh, they got the sunset joints in here. Oh, I didn't know they updated it like that. Oh, that's fire. Okay. Make it wide.
And I just roll, light it up, smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on.
That's interesting. That shit just disappears. Not really fucking with that.
And I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup. Like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all.
And Mixbox is dope. You get a little bit more flexibility with the dragging and dropping of the modules and stuff for sure. I think I just spent more time trying to dial it in on the gym voice, so I'm gonna go with the gym voice. That Mixbox is definitely nice.
I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke.
One thing I did here is this thing, he's got some plosives. You can handle that a couple ways. You can just get a multi-band compressor and only compress that low end on the vocals where the P's and the, you know, the low buildup would be. I typically like to use this and just be done with it. Deplosive, boom. Go ahead and put that. I like to put it on 100. I feel like 200 is too high. And then render that. Render that thing. That thing, y'all. Very simple song. I mean, this ain't nothing crazy. It'd be different if I had the multi-tracks, but normally Koi, he sends some pretty simple stuff. He already kind of has the vision of what he likes to hear.
Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with this.
Oh, well, so.
Pass around the cab till the driver starts to.
Oh, so that whatever that noise was in the beat then. Oh, I thought it was a plosive in the vocal. That's in the beat. It's like something with like a woo-woo, like a woofy something or another. Hard to explain. Interesting.
When I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till.
Let's warm him up a little bit. Let's warm the whole mix up. Let's go ahead and see. Let's put the Alpine desk on it. Let's turn this whole session into an Alpine or the API console.
When I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And
yeah, man. Hey, the mix effects, bro, ain't nothing like it, bro. Pro Tools got that heat thing. It's cool, but it's nothing like this.
When I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out.
Listen to how that kick drum just comes to life, bro.
When I just roll, light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas, grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash.
It just feels like everything is real now. It don't feel like it's in a DAW. All right, okay. I mean, this don't got to be a complicated mix. I know I got to level some of these down, though. Let's see.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't.
I do also think I need to give the vocals some space, you know what I'm saying? So let me go ahead and make a effects chain. I'm gonna add my favorite stereo delta in that hole. Yeah, stereo delta. Matthew Lane. Matthew Lane makes that T-code, Tyco, and the stereo delta. Go ahead and spread all that out. And on all of these, I would like to. I'm hitting the caps lock button. I'm like, why does this thing keep coming up? Go ahead and add a send here. And if you notice, as long as you have everything highlighted and anything you do on one track without holding any other buttons, it'll happen on every other track. Even the level change I just did here. All right, so let's go ahead and blend all this in.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to.
Let me go ahead and EQ that, because it does spread out a lot of his low mid. I don't really want that to be so prominent.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw, so please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Yeah, we won't run with ya. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey, and I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found a perfect spot. We just
you might just have a lot of low end going on in general. So I'm gonna start with this. Go ahead and delete that. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make this band dynamic. Make it a low shelf. How? Bring that up. Bring this down. Fix the slope a little bit. The Q needs to be 1. Boom. All right, let's see how that works out.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with. Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with ya.
I think that's much better. Much better. It controls that definitely controls that low end on the vocal. So I'm gonna apply that to all of these tracks. Actually, this is where it gets a little tricky. We only want to do like one plugin. You just got to bring up this, drag it over, and it'll copy all of these over. Same settings to each track, to every track that you got it. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with ya. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Yeah, we won't run with ya. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey, and I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found a perfect spot. We just wait till after dark when my foot gets caught and we all start to bark. Then I dash out, cause that's the way that they made us knock his ass out. So I could unlock the cages. They can't catch us all and I'm still a little faded. And it's too soon to call, but I feel like we made it. Just running wild, just to see where it takes you. So come child, cause this is where it makes you. It's make or break. Like a last second shot, it's just fade away. With no time on the clock, but we played a good game. Now we all running free, and it just don't feel the same without the rain in front of me. Just wash it down the drain when the pain is done with me. And the pain ain't the same when you change the company. Hey, we won't run with ya. Coming back home, we can show up.
All right, let's go ahead and do some bus processing for the vocals. Normally, it's nothing crazy, man. On the vocal bus, it's usually something real slight, like very, very light. Let's see. I might just add a limiter, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be nothing crazy, just something to like stop it from doing too much. You feel me? So de-esser, obviously, just to so when all the vocals come together, we can control them S's. Let's warm the vocals up with this U17. I don't use this much. Look at that gorgeous GUI. Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, it's real simple. You know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be nothing crazy. I think where we get messed up is when we start just throwing plugins on out of habit and out of like watching YouTube. What is this? What is this button? What? All right, anyway, I just distracted myself. Anyway, yeah, man, you just keeping it simple for real.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I...
So this particular one, you drive the input in order to get the compression, kind of like a 76.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun.
Ooh, I like how it really warms up the vocal. Interesting.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the.
What does this do?
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the law.
I'm not sure what's going on here, but I kind of like it. I don't know what the hell these buttons are doing, but it's doing something, man.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home.
This is good to give it some color, just to tickle it, you know what I'm saying? Tickle it, control some of them dynamics. And I'm about to get pissed off because I don't know what this button does. So let's go look what this button does. It's like a little keyhole. Oh, what? Clipper? Where's that? Two. Oh, it's a clipper in this plugin? Oh, word. Okay, anyway, let's go. Number 5. Okay, sidechain. It's a sidechain. Got it.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked.
So what does that mean here? So like,
woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's.
Okay, so sidechain won't even work on this particular plugin unless you turn that on. Got it.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up.
I think this is fire. I think this is fire for sure. All right, so since we got this going, you know what I'm saying, let's go ahead and make vocals. And let's go ahead and make this and make a mix bus. Boom, mix bus created. And since we got the API emulation desk, let's go ahead and get that SBC going, bro. SBC. We got the API desk going with the this thing. Got the API character. Now we got, like, I don't know if y'all noticed, but the GUI is actually very like close. This one's just a little bit brighter, but the texture of, you know, how they look at the, you can tell it's like a similar, you know, thing going on here.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to.
So I think I need to change the sensitivity to -12.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she. Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up.
The oven? Oh yeah, the oven is it's something to behold. But it's one of those plugins that you can use it on everything, but should you use it on everything is like the argument I have for that. It can get real nice, but it can also get like unnecessary, you know what I'm saying? So it really depends.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please, don't come with the law. I'm just just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey, and I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found a perfect spot, we just wait till after dark when my foot gets caught and we all start to bark. Then I dash out, cause that's the way that they made us knock his ass out. So I could unlock the cages, they can't catch us all and I'm still a little faded. And it's too soon to call, but I feel like we made it. Just running wild, just to see where it takes you, so come child. Cause this is where it makes you, it's make or break. Like a last second shot, it's just fade away. With no time on the clock, but we played a good game. Now we all running free, and it just don't feel the same without the rain in front of me. Just wash it down the drain when the pain is done with me. And the pain ain't the same when you change the
Oh, and I forgot it has the...
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, the
auto gain feature on this is actually pretty accurate. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see here.
Woke up,
Parallel compression.
woke up, I was back.
Go ahead and mix that in.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Yeah.
His name is Koi. Koi, the rapper.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey,
I think what's happening though is we're getting a little build up in the low mids with everything and his vocal. So on the vocal bus, let's go. Oh, is the de-esser even?
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun.
Okay, so the de-esser was doing his job and I didn't even know. See, that's what I like about the Studio One de-esser. It's kind of like, it's pretty doggone good and it just does the job. And I didn't even like change the settings. It just seems to just work. All right, anyway. Let's go ahead and add another EQ on the vocal bus. All right, so chat, I need an EQ for the vocal bus, but I need something that has enough bands to handle the mid range, but not too many bands where it's like dumb. Hell yeah, that Studio One de-esser is crazy. It's actually pretty good. And then I'm also like, I'm mixing at 96K right now, so that could also be another factor. Pro Q, I don't even have the Pro Q anymore, but I do have the Kirchoff.
Woke up, I was back in lockup.
Oh yeah, all that saturation is bringing up some of that low end. You can see it kind of.
I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but
and you can definitely hear that low end on this vocal right here. Let's go ahead and control that. Let's go ahead and work on that. Oversample that hoe. Well, we don't even need to oversample. Why don't we need to oversample? Because we're already working in 96. We're already working in 96. I don't think we need to go too crazy with the oversampling because it gets the plug-in to work harder than it needs to.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw, so please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dog.
Whoops. Whoop-dee.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey,
I don't know if you see this. This is 30K right here, bro. And this is one of the effects of working in higher sample rates because you're giving your plugins more information, more and more basically more space to work in a bigger frequency range. You can actually see information higher than what we can hear. Why is that? Because we're not getting any fold back anymore. No awkward aliasing, or less aliasing rather. The higher we go in sample rate.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey. And I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found the perfect spot.
Y'all thought the oven was fire? I'm finna blow your socks off.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey. And I see the rest, but they don't know I got a plan. I gotta put it to the test so maybe they could understand. I found the perfect spot. We just wait till after dark when my foot gets caught and we all start to bark. Then I dash out, cause that's the way that they made us knock his ass out. So I could unlock the cages. They can't catch us all.
Don't ask me about this plug-in. I don't know what it's doing.
Woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law.
I have not used Ozone fully yet. Let's go ahead and run it while we're doing this.
Woke up, I was back and make it back, and I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. Hey. And I see the rest.
It's a lot going on in Ozone, and I can clearly see it's affecting the stream. It's a lot going on in Ozone, especially at this sample rate too. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know if that's gonna affect a whole lot, but I saw the stream kind of slow down there. I don't know why the stream is taking up so much energy this time around. I really don't know. I might have changed some things, but you know, whatever.
Make it back, and I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back.
That's an interesting curve it made. Maybe I had too much mid-range based on the aroma. Let's go ahead and reanalyze that.
Make it back, and I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back, cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, show what we saw. So please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please.
It's interesting. It's still stuck with that based off of whatever it learned.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big.
Oh, I knew I heard some clipping. That's kind of dope. Ozone has a clipper now. Oh, shawty. They're trying to step up their game a little bit. All right, and it don't sound bad. I really do think this is the smartest Ozone they've ever made, especially now that they've added these. Now it's making decisions based off what it's hearing or what we like to hear. So that's smart as hell.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all.
That's pretty good. I'm actually pretty impressed.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey,
that's actually not bad at all. I don't know if I want to change anything.
Make it.
Let me turn it down. Let me turn my headphones down to make sure I'm not tricking myself, bro.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law.
It definitely, it is definitely making a good decision with bringing up the level. I like that. Bringing up the overall level. I think what's helping it is they didn't have it's a transient.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash.
So this must be a transient designer. Oh no, that's hard. That's hard. Okay. It didn't do any multi-band compression. Just the well, I guess.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting.
I wonder what happens when you go negative. I think that's more like it gets rid of the transient or helps reduce it.
Make it back and
so I guess that would kind of help, in lieu of a multi-band compressor.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she.
Not bad at all. I guess I'm gonna go with that. That kind of made my job a little bit easier. And then any tweaks will have to happen later.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey,
yeah, I like what the aroma is doing. So I'm gonna leave that on in conjunction with everything else.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. Hey, we won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw. So please don't come with the law.
It definitely improved that low end. From what I can hear, it doesn't sound extra thin anymore. Interesting. Takes up hella CPU, but I mean, shit. It's probably what I would have done anyway with a bunch of singular plugins, individual.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back.
Hey, that kick is going stupid though. I might have to bring that back just a tad bit.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw, so please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw, so.
Oh, that's not what I want. I kind of want. I want to get one of these here because I feel like it's gonna create an issue.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just let you be. We won't run with y'all. Coming back home, we can show what we saw, so please don't come with the law. I'm just trying to chill and run with the dogs. We won't run with.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It was like the extreme lows were just, they're cool and all, but it's like, but what I think I want to see is I would like to see, oh, that's crazy. I would like to see a different, here we go, 60. I want to see more low-end resolution. I guess it's really not an option here. Oh well, it is what it is. Unless we change the type. Oh no, that's just the window type. Never mind. All right. Anyway.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know that I just like to run. We won't run with y'all.
Interesting. I guess those little bitty tweaks, you know, keep it within the range. It sounds pretty good. I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed. And we will see. Oh, whoa, hold on.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You think I don't know.
Wait, I don't know what that did. What did that do? Any optimized for DJ player?
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this.
Oh. Let's see what this looks like.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting pulled back cause sometimes it's fun. You don't know that I just like to run.
Oh, it made it louder. It actually goes and picks a second option to make it louder. So it turns off the true peak, brings the threshold down to about 2.5 more dB for the DJ thing. It just makes it louder overall. And for streaming,
make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting.
That's pretty interesting. I like it. It's actually thinking for me. I don't have to think anymore. But at the same time, I'm kind of skeptical of that. It's new. It's new for me. Oh, okay. So let's do -9. Let's see. Learn that hoe.
Make it back and I'm trying not to crash, going this fast, but I got whiplash and I saw a big flash. I just woke up, I was back in lockup, like we broke up, but she was knocked up. I keep getting.
Yeah, that's what it was doing. So the average LUFS, it was 11. Now I put my desired LUFS at 9. I like 9. 9 is a good number for me, and that's where it kind of so consequently it kind of matched up. But it'll make the average loudness a -9. That's pretty fire. Let's go ahead and export this. Oh wait, let me make sure I got the. There we go. Boom. Run with ya by Koi. And boom, that's the fat lady has sang. And boom. What y'all up to, man? I see a few of y'all still sticking around. What y'all doing up so late, man? I wouldn't expect nobody to watch this till tomorrow. Till tomorrow! I don't got my phone on me. Watching that Mixdown, baby. I gotta update this template. I still gotta figure out like why is it like this where I can't just like pull the stream out? I mean the chat out of the window. I don't know. It's quite interesting. But yeah, man. So Dirk and the gang, pretty sure they finna actually I'm 1,000% sure now that they're gonna include the Kirchoff EQ into the mega bundle. And now they have a direct competitor for Fab Filter, a direct competitor for the Slate Infinity EQ, and a direct competitor to I think there's one more company, but I can't remember. Excuse me. But now we have a whole plethora of options for EQ, good EQs, right? And what I think the Kirchoff, I think I'm pronouncing it wrong, please correct me. But what I think is great about the Kirchoff EQ is it can be whatever you want it to be, except for like modulating, a modulator type thing. This EQ can be whatever you want it to be. I'm talking about from the GUI to the way the bands behave to the way it works with you. If you decide to click on a certain part of the EQ, for example, I have it set where if I click at any point below like 100 hertz and drag down, it'll make a high pass filter for me. And if I click on anything above 5K and drag up, it'll make a high shelf for me. And then you can go in and change those to what you want it to do. So let's say I want, instead of a high shelf, I want a bell at that point, or I want a specific kind of bell at that point. It will do that for you. You just gotta go in and set it up. The dynamics mode is way more in depth than on Pro Q. You can actually set the ratio, the threshold, the release, the attack. You can even make it do, hey, what's up, man? What's up, Tigrev? You can even do what you call it, bro? Where it's relative to the entire signal. Let's say you got your S's are strong, but only in relation to the rest of the vocal, right? So let's say when the rest of the vocal is low, but the S is strong, it'll de-ess according to how the rest of the signal is going, right? So it doesn't de-ess the same. It actually recognizes the or it dynamically affects whatever band you got engaged, and it listens to the whole signal. Or you can do it relative to whatever you got. It's like two different ways to do it in this one plugin. So you can create a de-esser in the Kirchoff, right? You can create that in the Kirchoff, and it sounds pretty doggone good. What else is a benefit of the Kirchoff? Oversampling. You can go up to 2 times. You can actually, so let's say you can even increase the bit depth of the plugin. So it can go from 64 to 117. I'll show you when this finishes bouncing. All right, so we go back to the live screen. All right, so the Kirchoff, right? So I'll make it bigger, and you can do this. This is so crazy. Anyway, so couple key features. You can turn it into 117 bits of processing, so more accurate processing. Linear phase, you have none or minimum, analog, mix, or complete linear, and you can choose what varying degrees of that you want. I like to choose mix, and anything below 500 is not linear phase. Everything above that will be linear phase. And it works, and it makes things sound so good, because I typically avoid anything in the low end being linear phase. You get like pre-ringing, like especially with kick drums. Let's say on a beat you want to do linear phase, and you only got a 2-track beat, right? But you don't want the pre-ringing of the kick drum and all the other stuff in the lower register. You turn this mix on, it doesn't affect anything below 500. It stays minimum. And then everything above 500 is linear phase. So you get that clear, perfect EQ tone. What else is fire? You can pull your things based on the frequency. All right. And let's say, for example, you got an auto tune, or you got somebody that's singing in a specific key, and you want to emphasize the actual note. You put the band on the note, and then from there you can just raise that up. Just raise that up based on that frequency. Let's say they're singing in a C, and I want that C to be accentuated. Boom. Or if they're singing in a weird frequency that I don't necessarily like, I can go to that key and just knock that thing down. You know what I mean? It's a very dope plugin, bro. And I'm glad Plugin Alliance is doing it. Oh, the auto volume, or basically the gain compensation button, it actually works. Fab Filters one works, but I never really liked it. But this actually works. You change the scale, positive or negative. Look at this menu, bro. I'm talking about from the colors, and this is what I was talking about here. You can, so everything below 100, high pass. Anything between 400 and 5,000 is going to be a bell. 5,000 to 10,000 going to be a bell. 10,000 and up is going to be a shelf, and I'll show you. Let me get out of here. Boom. All right. Boom. See that? 10,000 and up will always be a shelf, unless I decide to do something different. You know what I'm saying? What else is cool about this? All right, so every band, and this is what I think is very cool. Every band has this dynamics control. Every single one. Maybe not the doggone high pass and low pass, but every other band has individual dynamic control. All right, and this is what I'm talking about: relative and the detection. Relative to the entire signal, or whatever you wanted to listen to. So I can turn this on, right? And I'll make it relative. So if this is louder or quieter than this, it'll de-ess or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you can do it here, and then in relation to the entire section, it'll act accordingly. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. What else is cool about this EQ? Oh, mid, side, left, right, left, or right, mid, or side. Either one. You can get that on a per band basis. And you get all these different flavors of things here. I forgot what to call them. Curves. You can get flat tops, right? You bring it up, that thing starts to get, all right, did I do it right? I don't think I did it right.
That's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when
Oh, and I don't know if you can hear that, But you notice how I'm boosting at 10K and it doesn't sound like Dookie Doo? It's because this plugin specifically has technology or algorithms built into it that prevent cramping. So I don't know. Go try it on your Pro Q3. Go boost 10K and see if it don't sound like ass. But boost it on the Kirchoff and it just sounds like it's boosting.
That's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I...
It actually just sounds crispy, clear, clean. On the Pro Q, it's not gonna do that, bro. It's not gonna do it. You get the tilts, you get your band passes. This is cool for when you want like a quick telephone effect or something, or you can automate like the wah, the build-ups, like the EDM people be doing. You even got, and this is where becomes unique. They actually even modeled different desk curves, right? SSL, E, you got your E curve. So if I wanted a shelf in an E or a low shelf, this is what it actually looks like. It actually looks like this. It can put it at any point. It looks weird. It actually looks like a giant bell, but this is where it would typically be, right around here. A shelf for the SSL. And this is what it will look like. All right. You can do the bell. This is what the bell look like. And look, it is also, what is that word? Variable. I think it's variable Q. Got the G. The G is a little bit more gentle, wider. Telling you, man, they really thought this thing through. I think this would be called the Neve, the British joint. See that? Boom. All right. Oh, you can actually extend this to 30 decibels. So I'm actually not making that big of a difference. But now I'm boosting this thing by 30 decibels. It won't even go up that high because they kind of modeled that in the thing there. Let's see what else we got. The 250. This would be I think that's the Sontec curve. And then you got the tube, which is obviously like the Pultex of the world. See what I'm saying? It's dope, man. I really believe that Plug-in Alliance is making a smart move. You even got these like these walls, these things, man. You want a sharp cut, you want to cut everything off at a certain point, you get the wall, and that's high pass, and you got a low pass one. And you got an all pass. I'm still learning about the all pass. I don't understand the all pass filter. But I know for a fact that it helps. It's like an alternative way to de-ess. It's like an alternative way to de-ess some stuff, man. Let me save this like this. Let me not screw this up. But yeah, man, I really think the Kirchoff EQ is gonna be dope for Plug-in Alliance. It's gonna be the new competitor for the most flexible, most capable EQ there is. All right, and that's that in a nutshell. You feel me? So you just watched me do a quick mix, easy mix in Studio One, and we talked about the Kirchoff EQ and a few other plugins. The channel strips plugins are like my favorite. There's another channel strip plugin that I'm gonna show you guys. It's called the Infinity EQ. Similar to all these other ones where it has a delay, reverb, all the other stuff built in. Just another option. And maybe the GUI might suit you better than it would me or someone else. What else y'all want to talk about? I'm really not tired yet. I gotta work tomorrow or today. What y'all got going on, man? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Oh, no one seems to want to chit chat today. Let's see. Let's talk about let's talk about some new stuff then. Let's talk about stuff that's coming up. Let me go ahead and close down Studio One. Let's talk about, let's go to the interwebs. Oh yeah, yeah. Or I was just saying, I just had it up on the screen actually. It's called the Kirchoff EQ by 3 Body Tech. And it's a fab filter, it's a fab filter killer, man. Just to recap what I was talking about. Matter of fact, why am I playing? Let's go to 3bodytech.com. So again, this is one of those companies that before they were independent of, you know, other people, but it looks like Plugin Alliance is picking them up. So this is the Kirchoff EQ, $149 on their site. 32 bands, baby. Yes, so you already know what's up with the Kirchoff. It's the Fab Filter Killer. It's gonna, hey man, and now it's under the PA umbrella, and I think that is beautiful, honestly. Because everybody's been asking, hey, we want a Pro Q, we want a Pro Q. Fuck Pro Q. At this point, look, y'all, as you can see, look, you can definitely see, like when you pick those different types of bands or different types of shapes, it'll show you what you might be, you know, using. Like, for example, this is what the Neve, you know what I'm saying, the Neve GUI, got Neve shapes up here, you know what I mean? Sound quality. Here's where it talks about the Nyquist thing. All right, so remember when I boosted that one band? This is what it would look like on another popular EQ, where it would just like be super sharp. But this blue band, this blue curve, is what the Kirchoff does, where it doesn't make things harsh when you boost. If you want to boost 10K, because you feel like it needs to, you know, be boosted, boost that shit on the Kirchoff. Boost it and it will sound good. Frequency response. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the analog prototype, rather. Analog. And this is what the most popular EQ would be doing. It will look like this and sound like this, basically. Now, the Kirchoff, if you look at the response of the Kirchoff, it doesn't cramp, just like the actual analog gear. So it's actually doing what the fuck it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, man, the Pro Q is just popular because it's been around, and the GUI, they really revolutionized the GUI. So you gotta give them props. You know what I'm saying? They did do that. They made they made the EQ look beautiful. They made EQing interesting. All right, psychoacoustic adaptive filter technologies. I don't know what that means, but all I know is the joints be sounding good. Yeah, I don't know. But look, all I'm seeing, bro, is that the popular EQ versus the Kirchhoff, that shit dirty. This shit is pure. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm viewing it. That's how I'm viewing it, man. The Kirchhoff is superior. And this is what I was talking about, 117 bits. So naturally, normally, the plugin operates at 64 bits of accuracy of processing. We're giving it now. There's a function in there where you can hit this and boom, now you're working at 117 bits. I'm telling you, accuracy is what we're looking for. Accuracy, purity in what we're doing. They have a saturation plugin? I did not know that. Which one is it? I know they have like these sound banks, these sound libraries. Oh. Yeah. Oh shit. Analog feeling. I like that. I like how they do this because I've always been annoyed at how people want plugins to sound exactly like this or exactly like that, when in all reality, not one desk or one analog piece of hardware sounds exactly the same ever. I like how they bring this out. Don't think you finna make a whole API desk sound like an API desk in your DAW. You know what I'm saying? With some software. Like a perfect one. You know what I'm saying? But this is fire. You got four different drives. Interesting. And you can mix between the, oh shit. So you can mix between 3 different flavors. So this is more like, it's not like a parallel thing, right? It's what I'm seeing is like it's in serial. So you start here, pick the preamp you want, drive it, okay, mix it in, hit a little bit of solid state, hit a little bit of tube, slap it on a little bit of tape. That's interesting. 119 bucks. Wouldn't be surprised if Plugin Alliance picks this bad boy up too. Why not? What else they got in here? Okay, so these are okay, sound banks, sound libraries. Okay, a graphic EQ. All right. So this is okay. I've always been concerned about that with some of these other plugins where they have a similar graphic, and this is what they do when they should be doing this. This is one thing I know about audio. Graphic EQ should be doing this instead of this. But a lot of plugins only do this, and that's why they don't sound good. I like that. I've always strayed away from graphic EQs in like software land. And then my good old favorite Kirchoff. I'm telling y'all, man, the science behind this, the logic behind these are just amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can highlight all these bands and do things simultaneously. That's dope. Different circuit modeling. Let's see what they talk about. See what they say about that. Uh Interesting. The reason is around. Oh, you know, I maybe I was mistaken. I thought that the Kirchhoff did not have any like actual non-linearities. I thought they were just modeling the shapes. Okay, okay. So he doesn't like when EQs do it. Okay, so not to do a simulate, yeah, of distortions, DC noises, but instead keep it as a EQ. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I like that. I like that. Go get you a saturation plug-in to give you the saturation. But if you want your shapes, we'll give you the shapes. That's basically what he's saying. So if you want the SSL shape, there's your SSL shape. You want your Neve shape, there go your Neve shape. You want your what is this one? I know this plugin or this hardware too. It's the blue one, the damn EQ4. Oh man, I forgot the name of it. But it's the one that everybody loves the airband on. You know what I'm saying? So we'll give you the shapes. You go figure out the distortion on your own time, which is fine because a lot of the times I like the shape of what it's doing. I find myself liking what the EQ is doing, but not what the distortion is doing. So yeah, man, I really fuck with it. I really fuck with it. The Mog EQ, yep, that's the one. That's the one. Yep. So, and oh, I forgot to mention, you can do dynamic up or down. Are you hearing me? Up or down per band. You see what I'm saying, bro? So let's say you want some upward compression. You can set that up so that every time it goes below the threshold, it'll bring whatever's down there up. And then at the same time, you can set a limit to how far that goes up. And then you can make it meet in the middle. This is a powerful plugin, bro. Don't sleep on the Kirchoff, my dude. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm excited. And I hope Dirk, like I wonder what improvements he's gonna do. Because it's not a lot you can do in this plugin, right? So down here at the bottom, not only do you have the mid side function, but you have a width knob. So let's say you don't necessarily want to mess with mid side stuff, but you do want to make everything on the sides get a little bit bigger. Just increase the width knob or mono that thing down. Or you can listen to each like area basically. I'm sorry, haven't wrapped your head around what were you saying? What are you referencing? Oh, you mean the dynamic thing? Yeah, man. Let me go back to it. Yeah, I love it. As a matter of fact, why don't I just go and all right, so let's say this is the below and this is the above. These are two thresholds, right? Two thresholds. So you would typically raise this one, lower this one. So you see how this one is negative, this one is positive. You would raise this threshold, okay? And so anything that's below this threshold right here, anything that's below will get brought up. It'll raise the level. So basically upward compression or upward. I don't know if it's even considered upward compression, but it behaves as such where anything below that threshold, it'll bring the volume up. And then on this side, anything above right here, this threshold will get brought down. See what I mean? Anything above, anything below this threshold will get brought up, and anything above this threshold will get brought down. So essentially, you're making like the perfect level of whatever's in this range, right? So let's say you want, yeah, it does similar, but on a per band basis. Yeah, exactly. So let's say you want you want more top end in your vocal, but you don't want the S's to go over, you don't want the S's to come out so crazy. So you create a band where the S's are, set the range below up, so like everything in that, it'll bring up the the crispiness in the vocal, the airiness in the vocal, but you also want to set the range of the above lower so that anything, those S's that poke out too high, they get brought down at the same time. So it's all happening, you know, it's two things. You got your shit in the middle, and it's keeping everything from going up too far up and too far below. It keeps everything, you know, right in the middle. That was my hand signals, but whatever. Basically creating a box. Everything got to stay in the box. If it starts to go out of the box, it's going to bring it up. And so it start to go too far up out of the box, it's going to bring it down. I love this EQ, bro. Matter of fact, let's do some demos. Let me bring it up. Matter of fact, I might as well just pull up the song I was working on before. And it is doing something similar to that. I'm telling you, man, Pro Q, only thing about it, kind of like waves. I kind of stopped using waves, but the thing about it is everybody has waves. Whether it be cracked or paid, everybody has waves. When it comes to Pro Q3, everybody got the damn Pro Q3. So when you go interchanging sessions, you got to at least have those, which kind of sucks for me. Because I'm like, man, I don't want to use a Pro Q3. Especially if they want me to send the session back. I got to send it back using the Pro Q3. It's kind of trash, but yeah, I mean, I tried doing, I had a mix with Mega. I'm actually one of their artists on there, but my production quality, I don't have, like, if you look at my video compared to like the other featured artists on there or the featured engineers, my production quality is not that great. So they really haven't hit me up. I just don't have the money or the resources to get a cameraman to set up multiple cameras, edit the video, blah blah blah. But I respect that. You know, they want to keep their name. You know, I respect that. They didn't like straight up tell me, but I got a sense that you know, it could have been better. Because I think the release of the what you call it, the crispy tuner could have, even though I'm honored by the fact that they let me do the crispy tuner, but I really believe that they, in the back of their minds, were like, yo, maybe we should hit up somebody else to do the release of the crispy tuner. Because if you notice, they went behind, and then the guy that actually made crispy tuner did a bunch of videos. So yeah, you know, I don't blame them. I blame myself for not having like the best setup ever, you know. But I also don't get paid to do that shit, you know. To stream, I'm not much of a YouTuber. I just go live randomly. You will rarely see an edited video from me. Rarely. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this vocal. And let's say I just want, it's gonna be pretty exaggerated, but let's say I want more air out of the vocal, right? Kind of like the MV2. You know what I think they should add? I think they should add the button where you can pull up the plugin window like this from the edit window. That would be so fire. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I try. You know, you got to understand these things, man. Got to be able to understand this stuff. All right. So I'm gonna make a shelf. Okay. And let's say I'm gonna make it pretty tight, kind of like a regular de-esser. And let's say I want everything above 5K to come up. I want to be able to hear it. I'm gonna set my range threshold up. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna automatically bring everything up. Check that out.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And
Actually, let me make it more extreme so we can hear what's going on.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running, so we just run.
So you hear what it's doing there? So I'm gonna set my threshold. I'm sorry, that was a range. The threshold's gonna be up.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving south.
So the closer it gets to the upward portion, to this threshold, it's gonna continue to let it be up. But the closer it gets, it's gonna start pushing it down because it's seeing that it's not necessary to keep that up. Because the signal below this is hearing that it's not all the way high.
Running out of town so
Well, let's say I like that, but I want to control the S's because I feel like they're just too doggone strong. Let me go ahead and set my range down a bit.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running.
But I don't know if you can hear that. You may. But now, instead of just everything being so crispy, and then the S's being too crispy, now what it's doing is it's keeping things in between this range, the low and the high ranges. So it's actually creating the perfect, tone right in between there.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running.
But you can hear that it's bringing out them real fine details in the high end, but also controlling it by bringing it down if it gets too high. For example, those S's.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can.
And another thing is you have multiple ways to monitor. You can monitor just the whole band.
Running out of town so we can make it.
You can monitor what's going on with the dynamics.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout.
So this is basically a delta. So you're going to hear what it's taking out or adding. I find myself using dynamic. Well, okay, it depends on the circumstance, right? So I find myself using dynamic EQ when I want like specific things, but I don't want it to affect the entire signal. Like for example, vocals. I don't really, if I like the vocal as a whole and I just hear like an isolated thing, like too much muddiness, boom, for me that would be dynamic EQ. Now, let's say the overall tone, everything just needs to be evened out a bit more and maybe reshaped a little bit. I will use a multi-band compressor. So for example, get rid of this. This is how I would typically use a dynamic EQ. It'll be like this, and then I will have let's go ahead and get rid of that. Then I'll get a multi-band compressor. It could be anyone you like, but Studio One's is actually very competent. And let's say I want to keep it simple 3-band, or I'm sorry, I just messed it up. 3-band compressor. All right. I typically keep mine 350-ish. And then anything above about 3.5K. Oh crap. 3.5K. All right. And so now let's say I got the issues controlled with the dynamic EQ. Now I kind of want to do some overall compression and control for the entire, like for these ranges, right? Basically.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming.
Now I'm just compressing instead of like getting rid of.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just driving southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running, so we just run. Cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll.
I don't know if you can hear that difference. It really takes a trained ear, but now things are just more controlled.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting.
Now we got the control, right? We can actually bring these back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and put edit all relative. And what that's gonna do, anything I do will do everything relative to how they're already set. I'll just bring them all up.
Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background.
Now let's hear that in the context of the mix now. Let's go ahead and turn that bypass.
With the dog. Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it.
Wait, what? With
the dog. Running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running, so we just run. Cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke. Passing out with his foot on the gas. Grabbing out the wheel till he can make it back. And I'm trying not to crash going this fast. But I got whiplash and I saw a big flash.
You hear how that actually did a really good job at evening out everything. You can do that with one compressor, or you can do that with a multi-band compressor. They both have their own characters and how they even out everything. With a multi-band, you know what I'm saying, you get control over the entire signal, or you can even add another band to like isolate, you know, certain things. Like let's say there's too much muddiness right here at like 200. I'm gonna go ahead and set this how I kind of had the other one set.
With the dog, running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running, so we just run.
It actually doesn't sound bad. A lot of people believe that this is only for mastering, but it's actually really good for, you know, control overall. I feel like the having the Kirchoff is just more for like surgical cleaning. You know, you could do the multi-band thing, but, you know, I don't know. I kind of just don't. But you could do whatever you want, pretty much. Do whatever you want.
With the dog, running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout. And I hear him in the distance, I can hear him coming. Got the lights in the background, they know we running, so we just run. Cause that's what we like to do, we get some. And they ain't so nice to you when I just roll. Light it up and I smoke. Pass around the cab till the driver starts to choke.
And boom, multi-band dynamics on a vocal actually kind of solves like the de-essing issue also. So
with the dog, running out of town so we can make it out. We just drive it southbound after getting takeout.
And you just bring the gain back up. You just compensate. Multi-band dynamics is, you know, it can be very useful. Very useful, my brother. Ooh, it's 1:20 in the morning. Ooh-wee. But yeah, I'm very happy with Studio One 6. I'm a mixer, and I think a lot of people were disappointed because it didn't bring a lot of production stuff. And the Atmos thing, I think Atmos can, right now Atmos for me, in my opinion, it's just not worth getting into with the current tech. Like, and it's not like the technology for mixing, it's the technology for the consumer. No one is actually doing that in their homes right now. No one's doing it in their homes unless they got like a theater or they really put some money into it. But the average consumer, they got some AirPods, maybe some AirPods Pros. They'll get the little spatial audio. Half the time they got it turned off anyway, or they only got one ear in so they can focus on whatever the hell they doing. It's just not, I don't think it's there yet. What I do think though is the Atmos thing is good for when we start. I believe more augmented reality and virtual reality stuff is gonna come through. So be prepared for that. I do say be prepared for that. 100%. And that's why we need Atmos for that. But other than that, man, right now, until they make real world application easier and make it make sense for the consumer, Atmos is not gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. It's a gimmick. It's a gimmick right now because so let's say you listen to a song that is not mixed in Atmos and you have spatial audio turned on your phone, the computer's gonna figure out what frequencies to put where and where in relation to your head tracking, where you know what's gonna happen anyway. So you almost don't even really need Atmos because Apple has the proprietary thing, the head tracking thing that's gonna do it for you. Whatever. Just make sure your shit is mono compatible and you know everything you got going on left and right is, you know, sounds good. Well man, it's very late. I need to hit the sack. My Apple Watch is dead. But I'm not tired. Oh man. But again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Listening to me talk crazy, making mistakes, whatever. Again, this song is by Koi named Run With You, and it's a pretty dope